In Chapter 3 of Invisible Man, Mr. Norton, visibly shaken after hearing True Blood's story, asks the narrator to drive him to the nearest bar for a whiskey. Afraid of bringing white, wealthy Mr. Norton into the bar, the narrator tells Norton to wait in the car while he runs inside, but the bartender refuses to serve him whiskey to go. When the narrator returns to the car, Norton has fainted, so the narrator enlists the help of some of the patrons to help carry Norton inside. Now all the patrons are shell-shocked war veterans on leave from their assisted living home, which is really a psychiatric center or mental hospital, out for a day of drinking at the seedy bar and brothel. Inside the bar, the veteran's attendant is upstairs with a prostitute, leaving the disturbed men unattended, drinking and raving. They surround Norton, intrigued by his presence. When the attendant returns and demands order, the veterans lose control. Norton faints again and is brought upstairs to rest in one of the prostitute's rooms. Away from the pandemonium, the narrator and the veteran who helped carry Mr. Norton up to the room sit with Mr. Norton as he recovers. The veteran was once a successful doctor. In fact, his resume deeply impresses Norton once he returns to consciousness. Norton presses to learn more about the veteran, who describes his education at the same college the narrator attends, as well as his disillusionment with the world. No matter how talented or accomplished he was, he would always remain lower in society than white doctors. The veteran criticizes Norton and the college for suggesting that black students can hope for freedom, and he blatantly calls Norton a narcissist masquerading as a philanthropist. When the narrator suggests that they leave immediately, the veteran calls him a walking zombie and the most perfect achievement of Norton's dreams, the mechanical man. Outraged, Norton leaves the room, falls down the stairs, and rides back to the college campus with the narrator behind the wheel in frustrated silence. Chapter 3's great irony is that the troupe of insane war veterans actually speaks the truth. The doctor in particular has an enlightened view of the world, however disillusioned, that makes everyone else uncomfortable. He sees Norton's generosity as a mask for his narcissism and chastises the narrator's blind obedience. By blindly following Norton's orders and being concerned with Norton's legacy, the narrator ceases to be human. He's invisible. He is Norton's perfect achievement because he, like the college superintendents, will carry out Norton's wishes without challenging his authority or questioning his motives. At this point, it is much easier for the narrator, like Norton, to dismiss the man as crazy than to listen to him. When he can't ignore what's going on around him, Norton faints, repeatedly overcome by the realization that he has no control. When provoked, the veterans at the bar react violently, nearly beating their attendant to death. This reaction represents a suppressed person's desire to overthrow oppression and parallels the encounter with the white man that the narrator describes in the prologue. Invisible Man was published during segregation, when discriminatory laws against blacks were put in place under the ruse of maintaining social order.